supporting what we do.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it. So what do you got?
So what we really have is 2 new leak detectors that Inficon has recently launched. The first one here is D-TEK Stratus. The advantage to the D-TEK Stratus is the screen here that does offer parts per million. So a lot of the leak detectors that are out there today, they're really identifying that refrigerant is in the technician's background. This is quantifying. The advantage to that is the amount of time that the technician would take to really leak check, especially in a large contaminated area.
Yeah.
So I have this demo box here that would emulate a mechanical room.
Okay.
If you look at it here, I've got 134A that's leaking at around 5 grams annually. That's filling up this space, okay? And when you, like I said, like a mechanical room, so when you enter the room,
all right, now look at the display.
Oh, the display.
Yeah. When you enter the room, you immediately start detecting the refrigerant. And if I was to back it up, I'm still in the cloud, but that signal is coming down. So it's telling me I'm going the wrong way. So as I continue to navigate through that and get right on top of the leak source, it will really start to jump off.
Wow. And how fast did you say that leak rate was? Just sitting in there, that one you have?
About 5 grams annually.
Okay,
So
wow.
Super small.
Super small. Holy cow.
Yeah.
So this is perfect for like mechanical room, and you know you got a leak, but holy cow, the size of this unit, but you got to search for this leak and find it.
Yeah.
So you just play warmer or colder. I mean, I used to do this as a kid.
Getting warmer, I'm getting colder.
I'd hide something and I'd tell a sibling, you're getting warmer or colder as they're walking around the room.
Yeah, so it's going to dramatically decrease the amount of time that someone is leak checking in that type of environment. There are some other modes here, what we call pinpoint mode, which would be used to really leak check around like copper bend and along a coil to really pinpoint right down to where that leak source is.
So that's when you have a faster leak and you just want to prove, is it on this joint or is it on this joint?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
And you can see that the colors kind of indicate the intensity of what the leak is.
Nice.
And then the third mode is what we have is what we call manual zero mode. And that's really kind of similar to what the PPM is doing, just in a different way. So if I was to zero this to clean air, if I was to enter back into that area, it starts detecting that refrigerant. I will zero it to really set a new baseline to what I'm looking for. So it's not going to go off at anything less, only on something more. To where you can really go and pinpoint where that leak source is.
That's fantastic. And you just kind of passively said something that caught my attention. You said, let me zero this out to outdoor air. So that's a thing you can do.
Well, the reason I did that is because I was already inside here. But yeah, you can set it to...
Be like, okay, this is what normal looks like in this circumstance. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's so great.
Yep. The other big advantage to the D-TEK Stratus is that you can interchange sensors on this. So right now what's installed is our refrigerant sensor, right? It's going to be good for your HFCs, your HCFCs, your new HFOs, all the A2L refrigerants. But what I have here is a CO2 sensor.
Okay.
So now you can insert the CO2 sensor into the same unit and now have sensitivity to CO2.
That's awesome.
So it's going to go through its warm-up again.
That was smooth.
But right after that, you'll have sensitivity. We do have an extra long probe that you can swap out and exchange. It gives you another like 6 inches of length, so hard to reach spots. Also really good for the CO2 sensor because you're not exhaling right on top of
the leak.
The leak.
Sure.
So that's the D-TEK Stratus. We also just recently launched the D-TEK 3, which offers really the same capabilities to the D-TEK Stratus, just no parts per million. You'll get the pinpoint mode and the manual zero mode, and you can swap the sensors as well.
But as far as the sensors and its ability to pick up the leak, that's the same?
That's the same. It's actually picking up your CO2 right now.
Okay, while I'm talking?
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. Wow. Yeah, apparently I've used all the oxygen that I breathe in.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. In the future, we're also developing another sensor. It's going to be a red color for flammables. So you'll get your R290, your R600. So really the direction that Inficon is going in our refrigerant leak detectors, one leak detector for all gases.
Yeah. So is there a price difference between the two? Because I know that, like for me being a residential tech, this is a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah, it can be.
Yeah.
With this one, you're looking at around $850, $900.
Yeah, okay.
The little brother, the D-TEK 3, you're going to be right around $450, $500.
Okay, so much easier for me to be able to do that. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Appreciate the time. I
Yeah.
hope everything